Hello everyone, welcome to the intuitive card reading for November 11th through the 17th. Welcome. First of all, how's everybody doing? Let me know down below. I know it was a crazy week in America last week. Some of you guys are celebrating, some of you guys are extremely depressed. Either one is valid. I won't go into my views at this point, but that'll be maybe for let's just put it this way, I'll have a lot to say next year. Okay, so anyway, guys, please like this video. Please share this video with anybody that needs to hear the energies for the week, because that's what we do here. Subscribe to this channel, and any comments, please put down below. Whether it's feedback, just I'm asking be kind, or how the videos, how the energies resonate with you. I always love to hear it, because this is a reading for the collective, so there's a lot of you guys out there, so I'd love to see how specifically this is speaking to you, basically. All right, let's begin. We have need, we have limitless. This is great energy to start out with. This is about our potentiality, how our potential is unlimited, how we'll be hitting glass ceilings, we'll be doing something, breaking through something, something's going, and basically we have, it's under need, so it's saying that we kind of like need to really work with this energy. So if you're feeling like that you aren't hitting your potential, that's going to be very, very apparent to you this week. That's going to make itself very obvious. Okay, so this is really about looking at what you could be doing more of, and maybe seeing what you're growing out of, because you are limitless, and Spirit wants you to know that. So let's see what action needed has to say. Upside down beggar, dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. Okay, so this means, how do I say this? Gosh, this sounds kind of harsh, but this is the energy. I think why my videos start to take a little while, and I try to explain to the point of over-explaining and losing you guys, is because I don't, well, first of all, I'm not always saying the right things these days, because I have a little bit of a brain issue going on. But again, it's healing. So, it feels, so let me talk. I like talking it out. It gets smoother as I talk it out. So, this is basically saying like handouts. So basically it's saying dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. Like we're not doing much. We're kind of like asking for a handout. We're kind of almost like is the word entitlement right? Maybe not. Like we're entitled to something, that we should be having something, that we don't necessarily have to work super hard for something. And so it's saying action needed, that this behavior really kind of has to end. And I love that it's right next to the limitless, because it's saying like, no, you can do more. You don't have to rely so much on, being, quote unquote beggar, kind of waiting for, let me say this the right way. Like a dependence on others, support from others. Like you can be doing something beyond your, what you think that you can do. Like you can be doing more, and you could be, with the limitless, not necessarily depending on, I don't want to say a handout is so, oh my God, I hate even that word, but there's not much more I can just say to describe this kind of energy. And I'm trying to think of a good example that I could give. Okay, here's one. And okay, I wish I never said the word handout, but just let me explain this. So say you are, you got divorced and you have a hefty alimony payment, right? And that is something like you're not, many people would say, oh, I worked for that money. And technically you did, but it's kind of like, it's you only get that because the other person is alive, or I think like the stipulations are when you get married, when they get remarried, then it stops or something like that. I'm not sure. I've never been married. I've never been divorced. But it's kind of saying like you can go beyond that. Like and maybe you've been living just on the alimony payments, but it's saying, no, your potential is much more, right? Like you can do much. Yeah, and they really do go together, which is great. Usually they do, but It's saying you can do more. You can bring in more money. You have more potential. You don't want to sit around and just count on the alimony payments or whatever. And again, not saying alimony is a handout. That's why I wish I did not say that word. I'm just saying, like, you can go beyond what is being given to you. You know, you don't have to necessarily do the bare minimum. You can kind of go beyond that. And that's what this is saying. And mixed with that energy of feeling like you definitely can, and then the action needed saying it's time to do that, it is pretty obvious what the energies are trying to say here. So hopefully I didn't confuse you more, and hopefully I didn't offend anybody there, but that's the best way I can kind of explain the energies going on. Okay, issue. Treasure Island. Okay, so this is about finding treasure. This is about finding something that is like a diamond in the rough, like a God, why can't I think of the word? Rare, I guess. And so, okay, so it's under issues. So basically it's saying that we're having issues finding something, like we're finding our treasure. So basically it's saying that we're looking for something and it's very rare, it's very niche, it's very precious, and we're having a hard time finding it, or not necessarily getting clarity on it, but it definitely feels like finding it. So we're having an issue, whatever that is. So maybe you're looking, gosh, for the, and by the way, I feel like I need to say this because it's coming with this energy. It's saying you'll know it when you see it, right? So I know you're seeking it out, and you kind of have like a perfect idea of like kind of what you're looking for. And I don't think, when I say perfect, I mean perfect for you. So I don't necessarily mean like you are being too strict or picky or something like that. It doesn't necessarily feel like that energy, but it's just for whatever reason, you're having issues and challenges finding that particular thing. But you'll know when you see it. So if there is a lack of clarity around what this thing actually is, you'll know it when you see it. But you're seeking something and not being able to find something. So if you're looking for something this week, this isn't the greatest news, because basically it's saying like, yeah, you're still gonna have like a hard time about it, finding something. You know what's coming to my mind? I don't know why, but bear with me with these examples. Like if you want to propose to your significant other, and you want the perfect diamond for them, you want the perfect ring, you want the perfect thing to propose with, and maybe you decided that you're starting to look this week. You're looking for a specific cut of diamond, you're looking for a specific band, like whatever's kind of going on, and like basically Spirit is saying you're going to have trouble with it this week. Now, it could be material things, or it could be, apply other things to your life. I'm not going to go off on all of them, but this is a reading for the collective, so it's a lot of different people with a lot of different things going on. So this might relate in a different way. And again, put down below how it does. But you're having trouble finding that treasure is a good way to put it. All right, let's see. Where are we at? Okay, I'm getting confused here. All right, challenge. Okay, we have challenges. So in addition to what I just said, some issues that we're going to have, a challenge that we're going to have is balance. I don't love that. Make sure that we're balancing things out with our time, with our energy, with our money. Just make sure that we are not tipping the scales, we're not doing too much, we're not overcommitting to things. And since it's under challenge, something tells me that you guys have already overcommitted or something. So just if you can cancel a few things, that'll be great. But just, watch your energy and try to live a more balanced life this week. Change. Wounded child. Awakens compassion and desire to serve others, to other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. Okay, so what's changing our inner child? Okay, we got some, not last week, maybe it was for the monthly, I forget. Check out the November monthly, by the way, if you guys haven't already. A lot of inner child stuff kind of came up. It had to be in the last few weeks or so. And you really want to help other people. So basically that's changing. So we've healed our inner child in some type of way. We've had so many different messages throughout the year this year. We're coming to the end of the year, which is kind of crazy, about being more playful energy, more joyful energy. And we're moving into that time, and that's really great. And that shows me that we've really healed a lot of childhood trauma. We've really connected to a more playful spirit, that kind of thing. And so that's amazing. And even goes the extra mile to say we might bring other people into that world, into healing our inner child, or healing your inner child with somebody. That might be obviously inner child work could include like your relationship to your parents. So they might be changing too. It just feels like there's a lot of healing taking place, and it's in a really positive way. And it really opens up your future for a more joyful, positive, more lighthearted life in general, and we really, really need it. So going into the new year. So that's really awesome, and you'll be able to see changes within yourself and how you interact with people, etc. So good job, because that is not an easy thing. So good job, you guys. Okay, so focus, we have yang. Okay, yang is the male energy, masculine energy. So what do we need to focus on? Masculine energy. Masculine energy is getting stuff done. This doesn't surprise me from this energy that comes here, because basically we're saying like do something, right? Do something that's beyond your potential. Get things going, move forward kind of thing. But again, because we have that balance card, just be careful with, balancing masculine and feminine energy. But we really need to focus on what we need to get done. So get things done. Okay. But again, balance yourself out. But you're focused on the doing this week, basically. Okay. Reflect. Fear. Okay. Reflect on what we're afraid of. We've gotten this in this section before. I like when the fear card comes up, because it shows us what we're actually afraid of. And I think that would be so helpful for what happened last week in general, or really about anything, even with inner child stuff, right? Clocking what we're afraid of is something that is some. This is always this. It's like a good journal prompt. It's a good reflection type thing to think about. So definitely reflect on what we're afraid of, our relationship to fear, etc. Responsibilities. Vampire. Depleting others for your psychic survival, chronic complaining, and codependency. Okay, so this is about acting like a vampire. Okay, so make sure we're not. Your responsibilities is to not be a vampire. So, and I'm talking to you guys, and because it doesn't necessarily. Sometimes when I get this card, it feels like onto us, like us protect our energy. We need to make sure that we are not in a place of chronic complaining, falling into codependent patterns, being a people pleaser, being a negative Nancy, like all of these different things. They're not bad things, okay? We're not, labeling them as bad, but your responsibilities are kind of to make sure that you're not necessarily sucking somebody dry. I don't know if that's the best thing to say right now, but I think a vampire, that's what I think about, them draining you, okay? Let's pay attention to your energy, your actions. Are you draining other people? So your responsibilities are to keep yourself in check and not necessarily do that to other people, okay? So I'm going to regret saying that, I think. Okay, so money, finances, and career. Gosh, we always get this card. This has to be like the fourth time we've gotten this card for this. It has to be. Imagine is about visualization, manifestation, seeing all the possibilities, your limitlessness. So this is basically talking about see all the possibilities of how you can break the glass ceiling. I love this. With money, finances, and career. Look, we're at the end of the year. Sometimes they start getting energies as early as mid-November. We are in mid-November already, so that makes sense to me. So this could be a plan for next year about money, finances, and career, and really kind of, and again, we're in that masculine energy, so that's about planning, strategy, that kind of thing. So it makes sense here. So focus on that as well, and see all the possibilities, basically, of how you can become more prosperous in money, finances, and career. Okay, what do we got? Surprise, surprise, surprise. What do we got? Rescue. Okay, so this is in a positive way. Rescue, definitely right off the bat. This is basically saying, how could we be of service? Did we get this in surprise? But it was a different card. It wasn't this card, because I don't think I used this deck last time. But yeah, maybe we got it in the Samaritan type card, archetype card. I think so, but this one is in a positive way. Basically, this is saying how could I be in service? It's under surprise, so it's saying that you're going to be in service in a positive way, but it surprises you in some type of way. So maybe in an unexpected way, basically, which is cool. Like maybe a way you haven't thought about or something. Okay, friends, we have monk nun, selfless devotion, and single-minded dedication to spirit. Okay, so this is about, you know what, guys? We haven't gotten cards like this. I think maybe we got the priest in the last few weeks or so, but we haven't gotten a more so like dedicate yourself to spirit, which honestly, I think it could tell us that you've been doing that you've been doing your spiritual practices and stuff like that. But this is under friends, and so selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Okay, so this is about, yes, connecting to your spiritual practices, but this is also something to do with doing that while connecting to other people. So if you're falling off the wagon with that, you might want to maybe go to a meditation retreat or something like that. That would really do you well this week, or a Buddhist temple or whatever, place with like-minded people that do something that connects you in a more spiritual way. It could just be overall connection too, but that is definitely will benefit you in a positive way. Like you need, like it's almost saying, the spirit is saying like you need support with your spiritual practices. So support, with like-minded people basically. Okay, romantic connection, we have poise. Ooh, this is like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to take the leap. How sweet. It's under romantic connection. So you're ready to take the next level with something. You're ready to take the leap. You're ready to say I love you to somebody. You're ready to date and get back out there again. You're ready for a serious relationship. There's something here where you feel extra ready to do something and maybe go to the next step, to jump off the cliff, to do something exciting, to do something out of the ordinary, to shake things up in your romantic relationship in a positive way. There's something here, and it's nothing but positive, I will say that, which is cool. Our romantic connections has been pretty positive lately. Okay, change. Look at that. It's important to embrace change, guys. Brace for change. Brace for change. Okay, I don't think there's too much more I can say about this. Brace for change. It's important that you understand that change is the only thing that's a constant in life. Okay. It is inevitable. We cannot stop it from happening. So something tells me there's a lot of change happening. It might become very apparent this week, which is why it's coming up here, but it's important to know that you can survive it, you can roll with it, and you've got this. This is basically what this is saying. Health and wellness. We have hermit. Also, again, we might have had this. I can't remember, guys. Withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. Okay, so this is talking to me. This is talking to me right here, and I can give myself as an example since it is. Basically, let me explain. Hermit, withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments of others. This is just saying like your hermitness, your recluseness, your recluse, I guess is the word, your withdrawal from society or participating in something, whether that's society or a group or, to me it feels, so here's how I'm interpreting it for myself. I feel like I'm not participating in life. My life has not moved forward in the last 3.25 years. Okay, 3.25 years, just about. And that's because I'm stuck. Well, not stuck. Maybe that's not the right word to use, but I'm going through something that requires massive healing, and I can't necessarily move forward. I move forward very slowly, month by month, week by week, right? But I haven't moved forward in my life. I haven't made any progress in business. I haven't made any progress in my personal life. I haven't made any progress in life. And yeah, it sucks. But I have not been able to socialize as much either because my issues were so bad at one point. I couldn't even understand what people were saying to me. I still really can't read a book. It's like really hard to explain. I won't go so much into it, okay? But at some point, you're starting to get a little bit better, and you need to push. I need to push myself and kind of get out there a little bit more. So this is saying like being a recluse is not working for you anymore. You have to think about how you're going to get yourself back out there, and how you're going to participate in society or connect with others or be more social or whatever. And the fact it's under health and wellness, again, fits perfectly for me. But for you guys, it could be something like maybe you've had a lot of anxiety in the last couple of months and you've been that hermit, right? And you haven't gone out, maybe you're depressed. Maybe you guys are this is depressed from last week, right? This is saying like, it's not going to do you any good by hiding away from the world or, not being seen, right? And that actually ties a little bit into the limitless stuff, right? About, look, you're not, it's very obvious I'm not living up to my potential right now. Like, I know that, but, maybe this week I can start thinking about it as I get better, making a plan for next year, etc. Because it's definitely, I know I keep saying next year's my year, 2025 is definitely my year, okay? It's definitely happening. So, anyway, and for you guys too, in some way, shape, or form, like something is big is coming. Like you're up leveling. Obviously, the universe is. I know we didn't pick overall outcome yet, but it's kind of this whole reading so far is basically saying we need to figure out ways that you can up level. Okay, and it doesn't include being hiding your skills, talents, and yourself from the world. It's not doing that anymore. It's not good for your health, and it's not serving you in your wellness anymore. You're in health and wellness. So it's saying it's not going to serve you anymore. Maybe starting this week, and you're feeling that energy as the weeks come. Guys, it's a horrible life. Oh my God, it's a horrible life. Okay, anyway, I'm surviving. Okay, and last but not least, we have community. Okay, yay. All right, and then the 8 sticks out. Sometimes I read the numbers. 8 is abundance, prosperity, so that's great. And then we have community. And so really straightforward. It's saying find a community, connect with other people, and makes sense next to the hermit, saying like being doing things on your own, being a recluse, not sharing what's going on in your life with other people. All of that stuff is just not serving you anymore. We're going into an era of community and connecting more with people, especially after being very divided. Wow, that's a good message, honestly, for what happened in the States last week. It doesn't seem like that right now, but I only read the cards. I only read the energies, guys. So, there's that. So, I have no. I mean, I know I always say this, but this is a good reading. I like this reading. It feels like it's asking us to up level and move to the next chapter. Guys, I'm a progressive person because I like moving forward. We should be moving forward in life. We should be better than we were yesterday. We should, and it's okay if we have setbacks, and it's okay if we, I know all about the setbacks in the last few years. I call them flares. They're called flares in the chronic illness community. One, you can be doing fine, and then you have like a really bad couple of days, and then you come out of the flare, but you come out better, right? So as long as you take 2 steps backwards, you take 3 steps forward, okay? So that's how we know that we're moving forward, and it's all good. So that's what basically this is the whole metaphor for, right? And we got the ready card here in love. So we've got a lot of readiness energy, and making sure that we understand what that glass ceiling is and how to break through it, because we have a lot of potential and we haven't been using it, but it's time. We're moving into an era and a chapter and the next future energies of making sure that we are doing that we are living up to our potential and seeing all the possibilities. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm going to stop talking, stop giving metaphors, all that good stuff. So thank you guys so much, and have a wonderful week. Bye.